Alright, it looks like we are now live. So, let's go ahead and let's get right into it, shall we? Today we have the newest Abyss that has come out, and I've taken a quick glance at it. It does seem like there have been quite a lot of changes that are probably going to make this an incredibly annoying Abyss. Kind of the same thing that has been happening for quite a while now. Abyss has not really been the most fun of things as of late. I think the one that's likely going to cause a lot of issues is probably going to be this Thunder Manifestation here. I've not actually taken a look at most of anything that I have seen so far, but just by looking at the amount of enemies that we're going to be having to fight, as well as the amount of bosses, just straight up bosses that are in this Abyss, I'm not holding out too much expectation, if I'm being honest. Floor 12 looks just incredibly annoying. I'm just gonna jump into it, and we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna have to go through the easy floors though. These I don't think have been changed for the better part of half a year, so I think they're gonna remain the same. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty much the same. So let's just jump right into it. We'll see how we do. It has been quite a couple of weeks. I have been trying to work on some of the biggest projects that I've had to work on for so far. They're coming along fairly well. If everything goes according to plan, which almost never does. You should expect to see a new video, hopefully, next Sunday. After that, I'm probably going to be releasing one video every single day after that. And once that's over, you're probably going to be seeing quite a lot of me from this particular channel. Or, well, maybe not this one. More on that later. But yeah, this month is going to be fairly interesting, especially the later half of the month. I've been trying to get quite a lot of things setting up so that I can stream different games other than Genshin, which I feel is going to be really interesting. If any of you are Pokemon fans, there's definitely something that's going to be coming to a channel sometime in the future. A lot of fun stuff though. A lot of fun stuff. For Genshin, the next project the really big project is going to be the free-to-play tier list. All of the art is now done. It took me easily over 50 hours to get all of that set up. All of the art, all of the research, everything for the free-to-play tier list is now finally done. I am now just in the organizing phase and a lot of the editing that has to be done. But yeah, it's definitely going to be the longest video that I have ever done. I think it's probably going to be like a full hour of editing. So yeah, take a look at that one in the future. Hey Nancy, how are you doing? It's nice to see you here. We're pretty much just going to be running through a lot of the Abyss teams. I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to be incredibly lazy. I'm not even going to look at a lot of the stuff that we're going to have to fight until we get to the next floors. So don't expect any optimization right now. I don't know what to expect from this, as I've mentioned already. It is definitely one of those that I've not looked into. I've not been playing Genshin at all, if I'm being completely honest. A lot of my efforts have been in other things as of late, trying to get different types of content. I think it's going well. Definitely. It's just going to be a matter of getting all of it out of paper and into reality. But yeah, I thought, since this Abyss is kind of been here for a bit, and I should probably do it at some point, because I do plan on getting Kokomi whenever she comes back up. I definitely do want to try to get the Primo Gems from it. Primo Gems. There's definitely a topic that I do want to discuss regarding that stuff. But that's probably going to be part of another upcoming video. I'm trying to start the long-awaited Fixing Genshin series that I've been trying to do for a long time. I think I've got most of everything set up already, and that is definitely going to be the series that you're going to be seeing one video for in the entirety of the next week. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of topics that I want to talk about when it comes to that one. Hopefully it'll go well. A lot of preparation has come for this one. But, yeah. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. For now, this Abyss is... It's Abyss, what do you want me to tell you? It has not changed at all. The early floors of Abyss have remained the same pretty much since the release of Inazuma. There we go. I do think that my Geo team is finally starting to look up really well. I've been investing quite a lot into this particular team. Both my Fischl and my Albedo, they've been growing quite strong. I think the next one that I'm going to be focusing a little bit more into is probably going to be the Fischl. I'm quite proud of my Geo team, if I do say so. This should be easy enough if I just do this. I didn't do that one in time, but it doesn't really matter in all honesty. Should be able to just do this. And there we go, just good old regular Abyss. Man, Abyss really does need a holdover. It's just one of those game modes that's not fun to play. And I think that's really the thing that drags it down. Even when you beat it, you don't feel like you enjoyed it. You feel like it's more of a chore than anything else. Which is why I've not been enjoying it. But the rewards are there. And it is something to do, which is something that a lot of people are definitely missing from Genshin. Probably not me. I still have a lot of backlog to do. I've not even done the stuff in Watatsumi Island. I've not done any of the Ghost Island, which I don't even remember the name. Saragi? One of those. And there's still a Kanomiya that I have to do. Quite a lot of stuff from here. I've just been falling behind on it. It feels like a chore now, and it's I feel like it could be so much more. Like it could be something entertaining. I just don't know why they don't do it. They definitely have a lot of templates for an Abyss that's fun, but they just don't use them for some reason. We've seen a lot of events that could easily replace Abyss, and I would be incredibly happy with. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. I guess from their point of view, nothing is wrong, which is kind of the problem. Did you enjoy the potion events? I've been building up characters as endgame content, and I found myself really enjoying it. The potion event was interesting, that's for sure. I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I would have otherwise. I had to do it all pretty much in a single day, because I had not been doing it. It was entertaining. I actually do feel like it is a good template for some form of endgame content in the future. I think there's a lot of things that can be improved, that's for sure. A lot of the setup phase was not really that interesting. I do think that the idea of having a challenge that you have to do multiple times like that with increasing difficulty is probably a really good one. And I think that if we build more into that, we can probably end up with something that would actually be fun. Something that would be entertaining. I just don't know if they're going to do that. The idea of having like separate buffs has been something they have been working on for quite a long time. We've had events like the dungeon event where you ended up getting the cards. We've had things like, well, Abyss itself, which already has cards. And I think the potions are probably a really good way of putting that, especially if you end up getting more like unlockable ones. The elemental amplifier is also one that comes to mind when it comes to stuff like that. It makes for a more interesting build, and I think it's something that has a lot of potential. As I've said, there's a lot of templates for an Abyss that can be fun, an Abyss that doesn't feel like a chore. something that you actually want to do, not something that just is there. I still think there's quite a lot of things that have to be fixed though. I'm interested to see what they're gonna go for. I'm definitely gonna be giving my own ideas. The How to Fix Abyss is a video that's already been made. Well, kind of. I need to redo the audio a little bit. And that's something that you're definitely gonna hear a lot of my thoughts from. One of the things that also I hope is going to be changed in the future is definitely going to be the rewards, and I'm going to be talking about that more in depth on the actual video whenever that releases, hopefully next week, if everything goes according to plan, which it never does, again, but yeah. There's a lot of really devious, in all honesty, kind of, probably not malicious, but definitely not great things that Abyss does to your mind. And I'm definitely going to be talking about those. Can I just kill you? Yeah. Let's just do that. I'm not going to bother with the regrowth mechanic. And then let's switch over to Raiden. You should be teleporting anytime soon. Yeah, there you are. Oh, it still hit me. Unfortunate. Oh, wait, you survived? There you go. Hey, long time. Yeah, it's been interesting. I have not been doing a lot of streams. I definitely want to try to fix that sometime in the future. I've just been busy preparing a lot of stuff as I want to try to transition to higher quality videos. I think my first prototypes, which were the ones that I did last month, they ended up doing really well in terms of what I want. But I've been focusing so much on trying to improve a lot of the quality. That's definitely been something that I've been doing, and I might have put a lot of time into it, so I've not been really focusing on other stuff. I am trying to fix that though. You can definitely expect to see a lot more. Not only from Genshin, I'm actually planning on doing not only a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! When the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game comes out, the Master Duel, which we should expect to see sometime soon. I'm also planning on doing quite a bit of Pokemon once that actually comes out. I managed to save enough money to actually get a capture card, and I have a Switch now. So I'm probably going to be trying to stream the new Pokemon game when that comes out, which is going to be fun. I really, really do enjoy Pokemon. I was not a fan of the 7th generation, but the Arceus game actually looks really, really fun. So I'm hopeful for it. And that should do it. Yeah, Master Duel looks really, really good. Ah, here it is. That's a really good point, Tak. Union. I am very disappointed that miHoYo decided to purposely remove Yoimiya's buff from Union's calculation. That is annoying, but it's understandable. The original calculations with that in place were absurd. We were talking whale levels Hu Tao. Does she still make Yoimiya as good as I expected? Yes, Yoimiya is definitely one of the characters that makes really good use of Union, and even though that particular interaction, which in all honesty would have been pretty busted, is not in place, the damage increase that Union can provide to Yoimiya is still significantly more than what you can get from other characters. I think it's more in line with what you get from Bennett now, which is definitely a good thing. Is it the best thing that you can do with free-to-play resources? Probably not anymore, but it is definitely one of the ones that's going to be the most valuable that you can get. It definitely pushes Yoimiya a lot higher than what she used to be. I think that her value is similar to Ayaka now, in which just Yoimiya by herself, with the addition of 1 or 2 4-stars, can pretty much carry an entire Abyss team. I do definitely think that the interaction is still strong enough to where it's worth. It's just not as strong as I had originally envisioned, which is understandable. If you actually go and do the math of how powerful Yoimiya would be with Union, if Yoimiya's E buffed Union's stacked with Union's buff, basically, it was absurd. It was absolutely insane. So not as good as originally envisioned. It's still incredibly powerful. Union is definitely one of the better free-to-play 4-stars that we have gotten in a very, very long time. I think she definitely fits into a really high category. I'll give you a bit of a spoiler. When it comes to the free-to-play tier list that I'm doing, Union ranks as an S. She is incredibly strong on the free-to-play spectrum. She just enables a lot of things that normally wouldn't be enabled. The ability to have physical builds that are actually reasonable, the ability to have a lot of early damage that can also scale later on with the addition of characters, or with the use of characters that can take advantage of that extra normal attack damage. It's quite massive. It is not something to take for granted. It's a lot of damage. She's also very consistent when it comes to that. The fact that her burst is only 60 cost definitely helps her quite a bit. Her battery potential is also fairly high, despite not having quite a lot of things to work with it. This is going to be a really bad run, my god. It's whatever. Which 4-star character will you be selecting for the festival? That's a really good question. I'm actually struggling with that selection myself, because I have a lot of really good characters that would benefit from that selection, and I already have one Union by myself. So, because I actually managed to get a Union from just randomly, I can probably choose a different character. And I'm trying to decide which one is going to be, because both my Xingqiu and my Baido are at C5. So selecting either of them would put them immediately to C6, which would be massive. So it's definitely very, very hard to figure out for myself in my particular case. If you're just starting out, or if you're trying to get a lot of the power characters in play, Xingqiu is probably going to be the more value for a lot of people. The thing is, I don't actually use Xingqiu that much. I just have other teams that work better. Right now, the team that I'm trying to stabilize is my freeze team. That's the team that's just not doing that well. So I've been thinking of a lot of characters. I'm probably going to end up with Xingqiu, if I'm being honest. Just because having him at C6 is such a massive deal for a lot of Pyro compositions. And my Baido is not built to a decent enough level yet. I still need to work on my Electro artifacts quite a bit. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I realize that I always do this. This is like the 5th time that I've done this, where I go into this one with my Geo team, not realizing that floor 10 is the one where these guys spawn. So I always just have to use Ning Wang and Fischl in order to get rid of the shield. Oh god. I should really remember to bring Ayaka for this. There we go. It's always going to be the Fischl to lead with. If I could get a C7 Fischl, I would. Fischl is definitely my favorite 4-star character. Okay, so this one we're actually going to have to pay a lot of attention. I think for me, I'm probably gonna choose for Xingqiu. He's just to kind of finish that question. Xingqiu is just like the character that you can get the most out of, and the other characters that I would consider, I'm already close to, if not at C6. Like Ning Wong is at C6. My Li Wei's Cook is at C6. These two are at C5. I've been getting quite a lot of them from the shop as the shop has been resetting. So, I don't know. I don't really get that much benefit from other characters. Like, I'm for sure not getting Chongyun. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Maybe. Maybe sometime in the future, but no. If anything, I'm probably just gonna go for... Would a C1 Union actually help me in anything? I don't think it does. I would need the C2. Man, yeah, that's pretty hard. This is a difficult decision. The main reason is because I can get these two from the shop. So I'm not super worried about them. And I don't use them that much. Are you considering doing a couple polls from the next banner to snipe a couple cons for Baidu and Xingqiu? I am not considering doing any polls anymore, if I'm being honest. I already used pretty much all my resources trying to get a single union in this particular banner, and going any further is definitely not a good idea. I have a guaranteed pity already, and I absolutely need to save that for a character that will help me. Right now, the two characters that I'm thinking about are Kokomi and a C2 Raiden. My Raiden's at C1, and we can expect to see her appear sometime in the future. I think the character that I'm probably going to end up going for is Kokomi. That character's insane. That character's so busted. I'm probably going to go for Kokomi. Then I'm going to go for Raiden. And then after that, I'm probably not going to roll for anything. Just like anything whatsoever. Until Lizard Lord Kusanali comes out. I think once I get Kokomi, the only thing that I'm looking for is a good cryo character that synergizes with the team. I originally was going to go for Shenhei, but after she actually came out and we saw that her stacks drain insanely fast, I can't afford her. She is too expensive. So I'm probably just going to be waiting for another cryo character that actually synergizes with the team. In the meantime, I'm probably just going to use Rosaria. I was just thinking Ganyu maybe, but I don't like Ganyu. Just plain and simple, I just don't like her playstyle. She would be good. She would be really good for the team, but I don't like her playstyle. So I'm just going to wait for a different character. Yeah, I definitely need the Primos, that's for sure. But before we go into that, I actually need to look at what's in this floor. I've taken a quick glance at it, but I need to try to get C3 right in at that point who needs Ganyu. That's kind of my dream, in all honesty. I'm trying. Steelbreaker is such a massive increase already. And then Shinkage Bygones is such an insane power boost as well. These two, they're very, very tempting. I think right now, the maximum my writing can get to is like 170k, which is insane already, considering. If I get Steelbreaker, that's probably going to jump up to 300k, which is just ridiculous. That is also just such a massive overkill, though. I don't know if it's worth it. For now, the main thing that I'm looking for is I'm looking for Kokomi, because I want to finish my cryo team, which is Ayaka, Venti, Kokomi, and then a final cryo character, which as of right now, the one I'm probably going to use is going to be Rosaria. I ended up getting the promoted Jadewing Spear, so getting Rosaria up to a decent amount would increase my crit rate by a significant amount, and she can actually do a decent amount of damage in this particular team. So that's what I'm hoping for. Do I actually have any constellations for Rosaria? I do. I have the C2. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm probably going to be using Rosaria. Kokomi is like the only one that I need in order to finish that team. And once I have that out of the way, I will have a really good pyro carry, I would have a really good electro carry. I would have a really good hydro carry, two of them. Well, 1.5. And I won't have to worry about cryo. I won't have to worry about Onemo because I have, well, both Venti and Sucrose. And my Geo team is insane as it is. So at that point, I will have all the elements covered, and that's what I'm aiming for. Once that's out of the way, I just don't think I would ever get any other character. Just period. Other than the Dendro characters. So that's the plan. If I can get any more constellations for Raiden, I probably will. Raiden has easily become my favorite character as of late, my favorite 5-star. So getting more for that would definitely be good. How the hell am I going to deal with the Thunder Manifestation? Ningguang? Yeah, Ningguang. Alright. We're just gonna brute force our way through this. Oh god, this is gonna end so badly. Alright. So we're gonna go these three, and I'm gonna hope that Ningguang plus Albedo is gonna be enough to deal with the Thunder Manifestation. Varka. I might consider him. I don't think I need him. And I think I need other characters more. It's ultimately gonna depend quite a lot on... Oh my god, that is so annoying. How the hell are you supposed to stop that? Alright, that kinda worked. We only took the initial hit. So it's gonna be unfortunate. If I do end up getting a character just because I like the character, it's probably gonna be Yoimiya, if I'm being honest. Maybe Shenhei. I do kind of like Shenhei. It's just she's bad. It's not even that she's bad. She's actually incredibly powerful in the correct team. It's just you need her constellations. You just can't play without those. Alright, so this guy is the last remaining, yeah? Okay, good. That should be it for this floor. That's an easy 3 stars. It's annoying, that's for sure. I think I had enough DPS to be able to kill the machines before they did that attack twice. If they did that attack twice, that would just be a no. Oh, I thought I had enough. There we go. I wish I have a decent amount of time here, so I'm not super worried. Let's... just get a bit of energy back. That should be enough for Xiangling. Oh, well that's annoying. That's fine. Oh boy. These guys are frustrating. The elements are just not in my favor. I can probably reset this one and get a better floor and get a better time, but We have 5 minutes, so I'm not super worried. I do want to heal up a little bit, so let's just stand here. Yoimiya is really good in this Abyss, not gonna lie. Yoimiya is just so good. I think, when it comes to free-to-play characters, there's a couple things that you have to figure out when it comes to that. When you're going to be investing into a character like that, you need to figure out what's going to be the maximum damage that they can accomplish, and then what's going to be the percentage of that damage that you can get to. A free-to-play player will generally only get to like 60%. That's like that's somewhere close to the maximum that you're ever going to see, because a lot of the percentages that you end up getting get exponentially higher to get, because they rely on things like constellations, they rely on things like different characters also having constellations, and they also rely on 5-star weapons. The further up that you go, past the 60% mark, is going to be exponentially expensive. The thing that I like about Yoimiya so much is that you can get a significant amount of her maximum damage from a free-to-play environment. Having access to the Rust, which is one of her best weapons, I think it's like the second best weapon that you can possibly have, while also being able to get a lot of very cheap characters that can give her that power, just make her into such an outstanding character. She pairs well with every single one of the top tier supports that you can have, and the top tier 4-star supports at that. She is incredibly flexible in the amount of buffs that you can get her, and the fact that she pairs so well with Union now as well makes her teams incredibly flexible. You can pretty much just have Union, Yoimiya, and then 2 free spots that can guarantee you whatever you want. If you need more damage, you can use Sucrose. If you need more CC, go with Sucrose as well. Extra more, you can go with Xingqiu. If you need healers, there's a lot of healers that work really well with Yoimiya. She's just an outstanding character. There's very little to not like about Yoimiya, other than the fact that she's an archer. I think if Yoimiya was like a spear user, she would be the perfect character. But yeah, she does get a lot of benefits from being an archer. A lot of the range is fairly useful. You just have to deal with the fact that some of your attacks are going to miss. And once you get used to them, it's not that bad, because you can usually position yourself in such a way where the attacks won't miss. And a lot of boss enemies, you just don't miss. A lot of the enemies that you are going to miss are typically a lot of the mobile ones, which is not that much, which is not that hard to get used to. At the end of the day, they were still going to miss a lot of attacks if you were playing a melee character. Yoimiya is just so good. Anyways, I need to actually beat this Abyss. You wish you enjoyed Yoimiya's playstyle. That's another one. It'll get very, very repetitive. Then again, what things in Genshin don't. She does suffer from that, I only do one thing problem, doesn't she? I don't even know where they are. I'm just hoping that Noelle is actually hitting them. Oh wait, we have a damage boost in this floor for normal attacks, right? I should probably just be using normal attacks then. Alright, now this one's probably gonna be the one that we're gonna have to reset. I don't know what to expect from this. Oh yeah, we are. I did not realize we were this low on energy. This is a problem. God, let me move! This is gonna be a problem. Alright. We somehow managed to do that in under a minute. I have no idea how. Thunder Manifestation. This is gonna be a problem. I don't even know why I did that. Alright, Ningguang plus Albedo is actually doing a decent amount of damage. I think we can beat it. I just need to keep track of it better. And there we go. Oh, it wasn't actually that bad. I think Ningguang definitely carried a lot there. A lot of her attacks being able to track the manifestation definitely helps a lot. Yeah. That's pretty decent. Let's go ahead and let's see what we get next. I apologize if that comes through. My sister's dog is actually pregnant. So she's probably going to be whining a lot. Oh boy, speaking about whining a lot. This is... How do I deal with this? Ayaka? Maybe? Even if I bring Ayaka, how am I gonna deal with the Magukenki? I don't know if Fischl is gonna be enough to get rid of the Lecter's shields. Oh, you can check the enemies while picking characters now? Oh, that's good to know. Would you look at that? How am I gonna deal with this one? We don't have that much time, that's the problem. This is the last floor of Abyss. If I kill the Primo Geo Bishop, I can estimate that it'll take me probably like 75 seconds at minimum. So that by itself is going to be annoying. I can probably get rid of the Wicked Torrents with Ayaka. I think that's something that... this one is something that we should be able to do. The Perpetual Mechanical Array, I could probably deal with the team that I've been using with Xiangling. I think that's something that I can kill with that. Same deal with the Primal Bishop, same deal with these two. The Magukenki is the problem. How do I deal with a Magukenki in time? Because my Ayaka is not strong enough to fight it. And how the hell am I going to deal with a Fathomless Flames Abyss Lecta? This is actually the first time that I fought him, so I don't even know what's good against him. You know what? We're just going to try it. We're probably going to have to reset this Abyss regardless. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this particular team, and then for the second one, I'm gonna bring Ayaka. I'm gonna bring Xingqiu. Who else do I bring? Sucrose? Yeah, we're gonna bring Sucrose because Venti's absolutely useless when it comes to boss fights. Who else would actually be good here? Mona's not built enough. My Fischl's like my strongest character, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. I need a defensive. I need something defensive versus the Magukenki. I guess I could just block a lot of his attacks with animation immunities. Ning Wang is like the one character that doesn't actually affect the team that much, so I'm just gonna bring her. This is not looking that good, in all honesty. It's looking pretty bad. We'll just have to deal with it. We'll just have to deal with it. We'll figure it out. If worst comes to worst, what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna try to get 3 stars in these two, and then I'll just come back for Chamber 3. Yeah. Diona, I could bring Diona, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough damage if I do that. Ayaka realistically is not here for damage. She's here to break the shields. That's like the only 2 things that I care about. Because what I think I'm probably not gonna be able to fight the Magokenki regardless of what I do. With this second team. So I'm probably just gonna try to get 3 star these 2, and then come back and do the third one with a different team. That seems like the most realistic outcome. Yeah, we're gonna try that. We're gonna try that. Ning Wang should be more than enough to deal with the damage to drop the Magokenki. Alright, so that should be enough for this. It's kind of annoying because I'm gonna have to use this without the Bennett buff, which is definitely a lot less damage. Oh my god, that is so much less damage. Oh, wasn't enough, really? That's unfortunate. We might have to reset this one. Yeah, we might have to reset this one. We'll see, we'll see. I kind of want to see what the... I want to see what the Flame Lecter actually does, because I've never fought him. I don't think we're going to be able to beat it in a single minute, though. But I just want to see what we're facing with. Oh my god, the DPS requirement is so crazy. Yeah, this is so much for a DPS requirement. How the hell am I gonna deal with this? Alright. This is not gonna work. I need a different strategy. Sometimes the Flame Lecter deals true damage bypassing shields. That's gonna be frustrating. Oh man, this is definitely gonna be a challenge, isn't it? I don't think I can brute force my way through this one. How good is electro damage versus the shields of the Lecter? Because if I can deal with the shields with just Fischl, that might be enough. We definitely need a lot more DPS than I thought I was gonna need, so I'm probably gonna have to bring like a full team. I don't think I can. Ayaka's not strong enough right now. That's just the unfortunate reality. I'm gonna try to go with this same Geo team. I'm gonna hope that Fischl is enough. If Fischl is not enough to break the shield, I don't know what I'm gonna do in all honesty. I would have to switch probably like Tartaglia into the other team. That might be like the only way of actually doing it. Own Spirit? What is that? Was there something that I didn't read? It's really hard without Hydra. That's unfortunate. That's really what I did not want to hear. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. That is so frustrating. Ah, that sucks. That really sucks. You must bring child. It's that bad. Yeah, this is a frustrating abyss, that's for sure. Alright, so you gotta be kidding me. This machine does not like me. I'm gonna try something different. I'm just gonna go with this first. Alright, I got a lot of damage out of that, which is nice. Alright, that went a lot better. It's still probably not enough time, which is sad. This abyss is ridiculous. This abyss is insane. This is... These enemies are way too tanky. Alright, 34 seconds. Are we gonna get enough? Is it gonna be enough? We're just gonna have to... Oh my god, that drops by nothing. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Okay, maybe if I bring Xingqiu instead of Fischl, that might be enough. That's still gonna take so long. Oh, that's probably my only bet, though. Like, what else can I do? Alright, Xingqiu. Let's give you the Favonius, and... we'll give you... probably some attack artifacts. I need, energy recharge. Do I need energy recharge? 165. I'm probably gonna need a little bit. Let's go with... I don't even know what to give you. What does my child have? Let's steal that. We're gonna put that, and then we'll give you this one. I don't have another emblem set for Xingqiu now. I have 2 pieces, and that's basically it. My emblem sets have been absolutely horrendous. I need more. I can't. This won't work. Do I need Xingqiu for the damage? A little bit. So I do have to give him some damage. How's that looking? Oh, that is not looking good. We'll go with this one. It's not the prettiest of artifact sets, but it'll have to do for now. Energy is going to be an issue. I don't quite have many other things. It'll just have to do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna have to do this one like 3 different times. We'll go Tartaglia, you. Oh no. Wrong one. Tartaglia, Raiden, Bennett, Xingqiu. I did it again. You know what? I have another idea. This is such a bad idea. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try a double geo electric charge composition. And for that, I'm gonna go Xingqiu. I'm gonna go Fischl. And we're gonna go Beidou and Ning Wong as our main DPS. This might be enough. I don't think it will be. It'll be very difficult to play, that's for sure, because we don't have a dedicated healer. We have Xingqiu, and Ning Wong as the main DPS is not going to be tanky enough to take care of all of it. But we'll just have to make do. Oh man. This abyss is an absolute nightmare. It does look like we're gonna end up with slightly more time than last time, which is nice. I knew that energy was going to be an issue. That's fine. It's gonna be way too close for comfort. Ooh, 5 seconds. That is... that is not gonna be easy. Man, this might just be barely. I don't even know if we're gonna have enough time for the other one. Energy is definitely a problem. Okay, we managed to beat it in 1 minute 30 seconds. Not ideal, not ideal, but might be enough. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, there's 2 of them. Never mind. Everything that I just said, never mind. Oh boy. I need Ayaka here. This is impossible. Oh god. Just this is, I don't even know what to call this. Yeah. This is Abyss. This is Abyss. What was I expecting? They've been pushing the envelope ever so further and further down. We can beat it. That's the annoying part. We're just gonna have to reset. We're pretty much gonna have to reset for every single one of them. There's not a single team that I have that can do the entirety of Abyss in a single run. For two of those, how am I gonna deal with two of those? Icon Diona, that's probably gonna be enough just by itself, but we need more damage. Mayaka's not good enough. What else do I bring for damage? I guess Albedo? For the only part that it matters is for the shields. Albedo Xingqiu? That'll have to be it. Alright. Hey, Red, how you doing? It's nice to see you. We are just over here struggling with Abyss. Alright, we'll go with Ayaka as our main... We'll go with Ayaka as our main damage dealer. We'll go with Diona as our good old healer. And then we'll go with Xingqiu as our freeze enabler. And we need extra damage, which I guess is just gonna have to be Albedo. Not ideal for a freeze team, but I don't have anything else. So we'll go with Albedo. So I got Diona, Xingqiu, and Albedo. I could go with Sucrose instead of Albedo, but I just don't have enough DPS if I do that. Mayaka is not built to a point where she herself can take advantage of it, and the Venereer set is not powerful enough to do without that. This does mean that I'm not going to take that much advantage from Freeze, but I'm pretty sure that the damage that Albedo is bringing, even without the Geo Resonance, is more than enough to offset that. So this is just going to have to do. You've not been good? Oh, that is horrible to hear. I hope that you can feel a little bit better, at least for today. I've also not been in the most greatest of places, I'll say that much, but that's entirely for something different. I'm always looking for the positive, and the positive is that a lot of good stuff has been happening, and I am hoping that a lot of good stuff is going to come to the channel as well. I'm hopeful that a lot of good stuff will happen to you as well, because it's not always all negative. Unlike this Abyss. Oh my god, I have like a 90% crit rate. Oh no. I'm not gonna get another rotation, am I? Oh wait, why am I bothering with time? I already beat this one. What do I care? See, that's the nice part about Abyss. When you don't actually care about the stars, you can just take your time. You have to switch teams for every character. I think I'm doing the same thing. You already got it? Nice. Oh, you're just sick. That's probably the best out of the bad times, in all honesty. There's been a lot of really bad ones as of late. Maybe I shouldn't have been taking it so slow. I just want to make sure that I have all my bursts ready for the next one. I can probably afford the Raiden burst for this, just because she regenerates so much energy, it doesn't even matter. You're still enjoying the game? That's good to hear. I am, I've been very close to quitting a couple times, so I'm not gonna lie. Genshin has been getting on my nerves for a bit, and I'm kind of considering at least, trying to branch out into other things that are not just only Genshin. I think that is probably still gonna happen, but I'll probably still play the game every so often, just not, like, the main thing of the channel. There's quite a lot, though, that I do want to do before I consider that. So, yeah, if you're still interested in Genshin stuff, there is quite a bit that's going to be coming. Although probably not as much as other times. And that should be it. Yeah. I definitely need to get my Ayaka sword out. That's for sure. God, not even Ayaka does anything to his shield, it's crazy. I do need to keep up energy for the next one because I'm pretty sure I'm 100% gonna need the Ayaka burst for this one. We're close enough to the Ayaka burst where I think it doesn't matter. So that should be good enough. That's good to hear. I'm definitely feeling a lot of the burnout. Probably because I have to think about a lot of characters a lot of the time. So it probably burns me out twice as quickly as it does for a lot of people. The game is really fun though. It's just when you get into... Oh, why did I do that? He's still not... I'm just gonna reset. The game is really fun when it's at its best. It's a lot of the problems that it comes when you have a lot of... You've been playing it for so long, and you kind of feel like you're completely lost. There's nothing that you can do to increase the power of your characters or just like play in more entertaining fashion. That's when the game really starts to suck. The other part is when you feel like you have to grind in order to experience the game in a really good way. Those are kind of like the places where a lot of people just suffer from a lot of the grinding problems. And it's completely understandable. When you're stuck in the grind, this game sucks. Oh no, don't worry, you're not distracting me. I would have made that mistake whether I was talking or not. Am I gonna die here? No, I survived. Okay, good. Super armor for the win. Bennett's hurt. Should probably heal him. Oh no, wait, he's my healer. Oh, that wasn't enough? That could have been bad. Okay. How are we gonna deal with this one? I got both of them on that one. That is so good. Thank you, Ayaka, for being so goddamn powerful. Mayaka is doing just fine. I still feel like I need to upgrade her a little bit more. I think a lot of our artifacts are still pretty bad. I think I ended up getting a really, really good crit damage piece and ended up getting a really, really good flower. I think I still need to work on my cryo damage goblet, which is something that I just have not gotten any good ones. And I need to work on my attack percent piece. I think the feather might have actually been really good as well. I'll have to take a look at it later. With Chonggyeon and Cryo Shao. Oh, that could work. That could definitely work. Chonggyeon is... he barely sees play, but the one place where he's incredibly good is specifically against these guys. This one. We're not beating this one. Ayaka is 100% not gonna be enough. I wanna see just how tanky these guys are and how many of them I have to fight. I just wanna gather some information. Alright, so it's two of those guys. Two of those guys, they spawn there. If I stand next to one, the other one will walk here. I can probably use the Geo team. Zero worries for this one. and then I can use my this team on the other one, and that'll probably be enough. Yeah, that seems like a plan. Feels comfortable. Good old times. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's when you're in a bad spot, everything just feels so much heavier than it actually is. And oftentimes it just takes like that one little thing to bring you out of it. And it can be so difficult to find. Especially in today. I'm glad that I can at least lessen that burden ever so slightly. I'm still gonna try with Mayaka. I want to see how good she is. She's definitely not at a point where she can do it yet. She's getting close. She's getting close to the point where she can actually do stuff, but need a little bit more damage. Not really her fault. I think it's more like the team that's holding her down at this point. I think Ayaka's doing decent enough by herself. I definitely want Kokomi. Once I get Kokomi, I think a lot of the issues are going to be fixed. Energy, Hydra application, sustainability, all the issues that I currently have with Mayaka, I think Kokomi will fix those. Damage, I'm probably going to have to wait for another character. Rosteria should do fine for the moment though, so I'm not super worried. Alright. That was something. We can definitely get the final star. I feel like Raiden versus the Maokenki. And then I'm just gonna have the Geo team deal with literally everything else. As long as I can actually beat the other two guys, we should be fine. I feel like Shang Ling will probably be enough to deal with electors. So let's just go ahead and we're gonna bring Albedo, we're gonna bring Ning Wong, we're gonna bring good old Fischl, and we're gonna bring Skyward Harpia. You can get that back in order to maximize your buff. Spindle. Who else we're bringing? White Blind and Skyward Harp. Yep. Alright, we're good to go. Okay. So, is Shinkei worth it for Ganyu, or should I just wait for Kazuha? If I'm being completely honest, I think you should just wait for Kazuha. Shenhei is an incredible character, absolutely insane, probably one of the best supports this game has ever seen, if you're a whale. And that's the sad reality of Shenhei. If you're a free-to-play player, or you're somebody that's not going to spend $5,000 on every single character, Shenhei is not going to be the character for you. She is very strong, she has a lot of very powerful buffs, but they are all locked behind her constellations. As a free-to-play player, sustainability is impossible to manage with Shenhei. You're going to get one hit, that's gonna increase the damage of a couple of your characters by a relatively decent amount, but it's not really gonna be that much. When you actually look at the numbers, a free-to-play Shenhei is really only giving you somewhere around 6,000 DPS, which is not horrible, but it is not really something that you expect from this type of character. And that's only assuming that you're in the free-to-play, in the single target department. She just doesn't have that many things that make her a valuable choice for a free-to-play player. If you do have Shenhei though, she can be incredibly powerful. But you definitely do need things like the Constellation 1, you need characters that are already at a point where they're doing an insane amount of damage, and where they can do a lot of sustain. Mainly Ayaka. If you have a really good Ayaka, and you plan on using her specifically for boss fights, Shenhei is actually really, really good as a battery. She has a lot of good things that can go well for her if you have the C1. She can provide a lot, but she's incredibly expensive. Probably one of the most expensive supports that we have right now. So with that in mind, if you want to use her for Ganyu, I think you'll get better results with Kazuha. If you want to use her with Ayaka, that's a bit more debatable. For Ganyu though, definitely go for Kazuha. Pretty much. Yeah, Shenhei's worth for Ganyu, but Kazuha is just way better in that department. Ganyu doesn't really need the energy as much as Ayaka does, and while Ganyu can trigger a lot of benefits from having Shenhei on the team, it's just very difficult to accommodate. I would probably go Kazuha over Shenhei if you're using Ganyu. If you're using Ayaka, well, that's kind of different. Ayaka and Shenhei are just incredibly strong altogether. Shenhei gives enough of a buff where Ayaka can still perform in AoE scenarios, but the single target is insane. Especially if you have a C1. Ayaka and Shenhei, 100%. Anything other than that, not really. I was considering Shenhei from Ayaka. I'm still considering her, but she's just too expensive. I don't think I can afford her, so I'm probably just going to wait for a different character if I'm being honest. I think since what I really need is more of just that extra bit of AoE damage more than anything else, because I plan on using them with Venti, Shenhei just doesn't fit my needs, and that's kind of the problem that I have right now. Shenhei is like a boss slayer. If you're in a single target scenario where there's just one enemy that you have to kill, like in this Abyss, for example, Shenhei performs incredibly well. But my particular team is built more around AoE, so I need a different character. Oh, thank you, Rura. It's nice to see you here. Thank you for the sub. I've not been active for that much, if I'm being completely honest, for a long time. I'm just barely getting back into it. I am trying to increase my quality by quite a decent amount. And I think at the end of the stream, I can probably show you guys a bit of a spoiler. We are gonna get this. We only need one more star. As I mentioned, I think what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be bringing the Geo team. And that should be enough to deal with all the bosses, even if it's not within a reasonable amount of time. The Raiden team, as long as I can get past floor 12-2, I think we can get the 3 stars. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk more about Shenhei. I think Shenhei is exceptional. She's one of those characters that's really difficult to place. When I'm gonna place her in the free-to-play tier list, I want to place her so much higher than where she is right now. Right now, she is at A, but I just can't. She's too expensive. She's so good. Probably one of the most insane buffs in the game. But she's too expensive. She requires so much. It's very difficult to accommodate a team for her. You need so many things to go right. And in a game like Genshin, where resources are not that easy to accomplish, it's something that's either going to take you a very long time, or it's just something that you're not going to be able to accomplish within a reasonable margin. You're gonna have to spend a lot of money if you're not gonna spend a lot of time. Which is why she's a character that I can't recommend you pull for. If you already have her, she is a character that you can build insane teams around. But that's kind of the problem, that you're gonna be investing a lot of resources, and it's resources that are not gonna be easy to recover. That's where Shenhei suffers a lot. Not because of the character, but because of everything surrounding the character. You need very specific builds, you need very specific stats, you need very specific items, and most of the time those items have to be at a high rank as well. She's a character that leeches off of her team. Shenhei herself just won't do anything. So if your entire team is not hyper invested, Shenhei will feel very weak. Which is why I say that she really feels like a WoW character. A character that is specifically designed to try to maximize the upper edge of Genshin. If you're not there, she will feel very weak. Even her more generic buffs are kind of middling as a free-to-play. You really do need that C1 in order for her to shine. Even in that department though, she has a lot of good things going for her. The base buffs that her kit provides are actually fairly decent. If you manage to fix the energy recharge issue, because she has 80 energy cost. That's the same as Eula. And if you've ever tried to build a Eula for her burst, you can see how difficult it is to do that without her being the main character. And since Shenhei herself is not going to be on the field most often than not, it can be a struggle. It can be very difficult, especially because you need so much attack percentage in order to make her work. As I said, one of the best characters that's so goddamn expensive. Someone said Shenhei is a luxury unit for whales to future-proof their damage. Yeah, I think that's probably the most accurate way I can see Shenhei. She's a unit that makes great units extremely powerful. But anything other than that, she's just so difficult. Anyways, I'm getting too distracted. Let me actually try to beat this abyss. If I'm building Shenhei super easy, yeah. Shenhei herself is incredibly cheap. 3 attack percentage. You can use the Wavebreaker's Fit. That's not her problem. Shenhei's problem is her team. Her team is just... It has to be so specific. And it has to have so many specific stats as well in order to make use of Shenhei's innate abilities. And that's why it's so difficult to quantify what Shenhei brings. If you just look at Shenhei herself, you're gonna look at a very weak unit. If you look at Shenhei in a team scenario, you now have a very decent character that can bring a lot of potential. And if you look at the maximum value possible, you have like one of the best support characters, period. Shenhei's a character that has such a different experience depending on how much you have in game. And I think that's part of the problem. I am hopeful that we will never see another character like Shenhei again. Not because I find her bad, but because I find her design problematic for the game. Not her in-character design, just the way that her abilities are synergized. I find that if we see a lot more characters like that, we'll get to a point where you just won't be able to play Genshin without paying. And I really don't want to see that happen. Since when did my GOT become this strong? I think I'm performing better than I'm performing better than the Raiden team. What the hell? That's not just me, right? That was better than the Raiden team. Oh, come on, really? You'll get C6 Noah in the shop in March. I am also gonna be there. My Noah is at C5, and I really want her to be C6. We're gonna hope that happens. Okay, so... I messed that up a little bit. A lot of it. I'm gonna have to deal with a longer cooldown for my guy, but I think I need to if I want to get rid of this guy as quick as possible. Oh, really? That sucks. It's fine. This is where Tartaglia is going to have to show his worth. And he's doing pretty good. I should still have a little bit of cooldown left. Alright. You gotta be kidding me. Did that seriously just happen? Oh my god. That is so frustrating. Can I do this without Tartaglia? No, I can't. I have to reset. Oh, that's frustrating. C6 white blind. I'm probably still gonna keep with the white blind for mine. I don't. Red Horn is better once you get the C2, but C1 versus C5 Red Horn, or Refinement Fine, I guess, they're basically the same thing. Red Horn skill's better though, much better. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Did I put them in the wrong order? Yes, I put them in the wrong order. We're gonna beat this. I am confident we're gonna beat this. Tartaglia, you, and you. Okay. I do have to say, I don't know how people are gonna beat Abyss in the future. Like, if you're just starting now, I have no idea how you're gonna beat Abyss. Just keep on doing that laser thing. That is so much damage. Oh wait, did we break him? Yeah, as you mentioned, if you're new to this game, and Abyss keeps on increasing in the same exponential way that it has been increasing, wow, that's unfortunate. I just don't know how you're going to be able to beat it in the future. By the time that you can beat this Abyss, the next Abyss is probably just going to outscale you significantly to the point that you're just not going to be able to compete. I think that's the purpose of it as well, and that's gonna end really badly for the game. This game relies a lot on new people. This is like significantly. The burnout rate is too high for it. Granted, I guess the return rate is also very high, so they probably don't care. Alright, Ben, did you take the hit? I'm still not used to the timing, so... Man, Tartaglia does really, really good here. I switched to Bennett just in case. Alright. You can't do floor 10? Yeah, floor 10 is frustrating when you're starting out because the shields can be incredibly difficult to deal with. That's like one of the biggest issues. It's usually like a character lock for a lot of players. And it's something that's not easy to fix. The Hydro Lecter, whatever it is, Herald, he's probably one of the more annoying enemies in the game. And there's a lot of annoying enemies, so for me to say that. If I didn't have Ayaka, I would struggle with that guy a lot. Like, I still struggle with that guy. As you're gonna see very shortly. Oh, you had my flower. That actually sucks a lot. Chongyun the MVP. I just wish Chongyun scaled better. He's a character that has so much potential, but he's unfortunately just restricted by teammates that can't take advantage of his skills. And Sorry. Just a lot of factors that don't make him as good as he should be. There was a period of time in which Chongyun was actually one of the better DPSs in the game. That is no longer the case. Yeah, the shield does a lot. You have a lot of mini build characters. That's why. That's usually one of the biggest problems as well. This requires a lot of investment, like way too much investment. If you're struggling with it, the best characters that you get for free that I could recommend would be Kea, Xiangling, and Noelle. Those are probably like the three characters that you can focus on the most. Xiangling is definitely the character that's the most flexible out of the bunch. But you'd be surprised at how much damage Kea can do, and Noelle is just like a hyper carry. Ah! That was so bad. Let me exist. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about time. Alright, we almost got it. There we go. That was frustrating. Oh, you have Ayaka. Nice. Ayaka is if you have Ayaka, she's definitely the character that you should focus on the most. Klee is really good early on. For a period of time, she was definitely one of the better characters. The problem is, as soon as you get to Inazuma, you're gonna feel a lot of you're gonna feel the struggle. Klee is just very, very squishy. She's very hard to play as well. A lot of her damage locks you in place, and the cancels, if you're doing jump cancels, a single attack can pretty much stun you forever. She is probably one of the hardest characters to play, and now that the damage has gone so much up, so much higher than what she can accomplish, there really aren't that many benefits into her. Early on, she's great. She gives a lot of things. You can get a bit of crit. You can get a lot of energy recharge for the entire team because of her passive. And the auto tracking of her burst is really, really good. I think the burst is probably one of the best qualities that she has at the moment. But man, I feel bad for Klee. She is so difficult to play without Zhongli. If you have Ayaka, I would definitely focus on Ayaka. She's really, really good. Remember to burst energy farm? Yeah, I forgot about that, didn't I? I'll deal with the consequences of my actions right now. Let's see, how much time are we gonna get? We're not doing great in terms of damage. I think I missed a lot of attacks on this one. I think it should be enough though. You don't even know the word at this point. You're a clean main, so you know exactly how to play her? Oh, there you go. I've tried it a couple times and I just can't get the hang of it. So difficult. So difficult. But she does have a lot of potential. I think right now her biggest strength is probably the fact that you can use her to get a lot of energy for the rest of the team. And you can use her really effectively in a lot of burst spam compositions that have long cooldowns. I think that's like her biggest strength right now. The overloaded version for the Klee team is also very strong. If we ever get a character that can allow Klee to vaporize her charge attacks again, she could probably become meta breaking again. I just don't know if we're ever going to get another character like that. Xingqiu used to be able to do that, not anymore. Well, he can still kind of do it if you have him at C6. Very difficult though. Doesn't seem like I have to worry too much about energy, thankfully. I'm gonna try to force him to face with the Raiden Burst. Wow, I screwed that one up so bad. I'm just calculating DPS, so don't mind me. Yeah, this is doable. We definitely have enough DPS. I think, based on what I just saw right now, I should be fine just using a burst. I have enough that I can waste a little bit of damage, no problem. You make a good point, Rura. Klee has a lot of, she has one of the strongest, what's it called? Poise damage? Is that how they call it? In the game. She stuns enemies incredibly easily. I think she's tied with, Noelle in that regard, where she can get the stunning extra damage from charge attacks, as well as the stunning extra damage from explosive attacks, which Geo generally have that property. So she is very, very strong when it comes to that. I just think she needs very little to make her good again. I think she's still good, just not comparable to the insanity that we have right now. If her basic attacks weren't as restrictive as they are, she would perform significantly better. We got this, we got this. We're doing this. As long as I can get this to stick... Shit. That was the worst possible scenario. No! Oh, that was so close. That's unfortunate. Lots of abyss runs. This is the last one. This is the last one. We're gonna beat it. Alright, we got this. This is the most time that we've gotten so far. It's the most time we've gotten so far, and we definitely have enough damage. I just have to make sure that I can get my dodging shoes properly. Alright, let's start with that. Let's start with that. We need to gather energy. So set that up. I think I'm gonna start differently this time. Face tank a little bit of that, and then This is what I hate about the Magukenki. He just dashes around too much. I don't know if we have enough time. Ah, so close. So close. We need just a little bit more. I think that strategy was not the correct choice. I should probably still start with Raiden. That's probably still the best option, even if I kind of waste the burst a little bit. I should probably stop thinking of the Raiden burst as a finisher. I should just go with it. We need damage. Alright. Just use Child Range Burst to power up Raiden first burst. That's not a bad idea. I think I'll probably do that. That's actually a good idea. If I can just force the switch without having to invest my burst, that should be enough. Alright, that's it. That's it. That was it. We just needed exactly that to happen, because now I can just do this. Ignore that. And just like that, we got it. Oh man. It just takes one simple thing and it changes everything. That's insane. We did it. We did it. That was it. Hardest Abyss. Does it fit to the title? Absolutely. This is insane. I don't even know how much HP all of these characters have. I have no idea how... I have no idea how new players are gonna ever beat Abyss from now on. This is... frustrating, to say the least. Perpetual Mechanical Array, Electors in every single one. This is something. Who here remembers when Abyss was 4 Whipper Flowers and it was kicking our asses? Oh my god. Good game indeed. Good game indeed. We literally had to switch teams in every single one of them. But hey, You do what you have to do, right? 1.5 for the Kenki. My god. Abyss is certainly something. But hey, we beat it. And it has been quite a bit since I've done a stream. I'm glad that I did. I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of something that I'm working on. This is part of the recording setup that I actually have. So it'll just be a bit of a spoiler. It'll be a bit of a spoiler, but I think it'll end nice. So, this is the thing that I've been working on for quite a bit. And I expect that it'll be done by Sunday, probably. I'm not gonna commit to that because every time that I make one of those commitments, something shows up and I can't, and I stop not being able to do it. But this has been the thing that has been taking quite a long time. I have made art for every single one of these characters. I have made a full discussion for every single one of these characters. I have made a lot of potential for every single one of these characters within a free-to-play spectrum. And this is where they ended up. It has been quite a while, but most of them are starting to finish. And soon enough, we're going to get to the point. They're more likely just going to look like this, and it's going to be me explaining the why and if of every single character. So, yeah. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. But we're getting there. With that out of the way, though, this is pretty much going to be the end of the stream. We have been streaming for about 2 hours. I need to get some food. I need to get working on actually finishing this stuff. And I also need to actually work on my actual job. But yeah. If you guys enjoyed, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. And yeah. We are going to be looking for a lot of things, not only Genshin related. I do plan on doing some Pokemon when that comes out. I do plan on doing some Master Duels when that comes out. I do like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I do want to try to do a little bit more streaming, even if it's not only Genshin stuff. I have a capture card now, so there's a lot that I can do now that I wasn't able to do before. We'll see what ends up happening. I might or might not do some Minecraft at some point. A friend recently invited me to a server, and I've been doing quite a bit of Redstone with him. That might be something fun that's interesting to stream. I don't know. I'll figure it out. A lot of things in the future. Hopefully a lot of good things. If you enjoyed, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Portals out.